to talk about the Baltimore Symphony Orchestra, and I'm joined by Pete Dillingham, who is the president of the Midshore Symphony Society. And you guys have an event coming up, so can you tell us about that event, where it is, and when it'll be?
The event will be at Chesapeake College's Todd Performing Arts Center. It will be on Saturday, March 26th at 8 p.m. And it will feature 3 compositions by American composers, all of which are favorites that people will recognize. There's Aaron Copland and Samuel Barber, and of course George Gershwin, which is a name that everybody recognizes. And I think that this will be a culmination of the season, and it really kind of is typical of really what our objectives are in terms of bringing the Baltimore Symphony Orchestra to the shore. We were founded in 1970, so we're celebrating our 45th year, and that coincides with the BSO's 100th anniversary. But our objective is really to bring this wonderful orchestra to audiences here on the shore, but also to provide an education in terms of presenting new pieces as well as old familiar compositions, also introducing new artists, and as well as artists that are older and probably better known. And with respect to the age, it's kind of interesting that recently our conductors have been very young, and Nicholas Hirsch, who's going to conduct this particular concert, is in his late 20s or early 30s. And he's one of the typical, and he's in his second year with the BSO as their assistant conductor. So he's kind of in training as well as being well accomplished, both at the same time, if you understand what I mean. But he's not only brings the symphonic classics to his profession of, he also is a composer himself. He's a promoter in terms of transforming classics into jazz and to ensemble and a variety of other. So he's a very talented young man. He's conducted here on the shore once before, and to rave reviews, as a matter of fact. Our soloist for the Barber Violin Concerto is Simone Porter, and she's either 18 or 19, but she already has a world reputation as a technically qualified and outstanding lyrical violinist. She plays on a 1734 Guardignari violin, and she is playing the Barber Violin Concerto, which is very lyrical but technically demanding. And these seem to be her strong points, so that's a really kind of a composition we're all looking forward to. Aaron Copland is a name that everybody recognizes, not only for Appalachian Suite, but rodeo, but I guess he's devoted his compositions to really portraying in an honest way American life as it's lived. And the suite that he's going to be playing, or we're going to be presenting, is the Tenderland Suite, which is a story about a young girl coming of age in the mid-30s out in the prairie, and the troubles that she sees. And she wants to get off the farm, and she wants to get her freedom, and she gets into all kinds of situations where that's not going to happen. And so it's kind of a sad but happy, and the music, it's got all kinds. It's got banjo and hoedown and all kinds of features, I guess, of what you would expect from classical music. The George Gershwin composition will be the last half after the intermission, and there'll be two. There'll be 3 preludes. Now, Gershwin, of course, started off as a pianist, and so they were originally written for pianist. In 1942, Jascha Heifetz, the famed violinist, transcribed them for violin and piano. And then later in the 50s, they were then transcribed for orchestra, which is what we're going to hear. But they're very nice, very lyrical, and very appealing to audiences. So And then the culminating piece is going to be the suite from Porgy and Bess. So, or Catfish Row Suite, it's called. And, but it's really a rejuvenation of the original Porgy and Bess done by Gershwin in the 30s. And so, Ira, his brother, took it and regenerated it and called it Catfish Row. And so we'll hear familiar tunes, we'll hear jazz, we'll hear ragtime, we'll hear all blues, we'll hear all the different features and types of music that will kind of all be put into one suite of 3 movements. So it's going to be really a great evening, and I have it on good authority that there'll be an encore if people respond positively to the whole thing. But I wanted to talk about a little bit about our mission, in the sense that this particular season, we've had an oratorio by Handel, the Messiah. Then we've had a Beethoven symphony conducted by Baron Alsop, who was the music director of the BSO and world-famous conductor. And we've had an academic overture by Brahms, and now we're having more modern pieces, but also pieces that are typically American. And so we've got the familiar, we've got the new, and so we've got the different types of music that's going to be played. And so it's going to be the ending to a fantastic season for us. And we hope that everybody will come.
It sounds like a great event.
You can I think it's on the screen, you can buy your tickets through the BSA, through the box office, or by calling 410-827-5867 and order tickets. The student tickets, which we hope to kind of capitalize on that, what we call underrepresented group, are only $10, and
Awesome.
so that really would be an opportunity for them to come. Adult tickets are $40, and we hope to see a large crowd. The auditorium holds 900 people,
Fill it
so
up.
we will fill her up, exactly.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming in and talking to us about this. Sounds like an awesome event, and we look forward to it.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.